Thank you very much, Judge Bernstein. Once again, my name is Ronald Newman. I'm a third-year student at Yale Law School, and I am co-director of the Yale Education Adequacy Project. I've been with the clinic since January 2006, almost 2.5 years now, and since shortly after the complaint was filed. And I want to take a moment and speak briefly about the history and the structure of the clinic and just how unique our group is. The Education Adequacy Project started in fall of 2004 with the principal purpose of litigating the current lawsuit. At present, it consists of 14 students, many of which you see behind me today. One of the most unique things about the clinic is that it is almost completely student-run. So students like myself, and also first years and second years, we do the legal research. We draft the legal memos. We write the briefs. We researched and drafted the briefs that were submitted to the Supreme Court that will be discussed tomorrow. In addition, on campus, we plan weekly classes because at minimum we meet once a week. We do things such as speak to the press, as we're doing today. All of the prep work that we've done for trial, again, has been conducted by students. So we've traveled the state. We've interviewed superintendents. We've analyzed state-level data on education. We've talked to teachers. We've talked to students. And at the trial court below, and as we will do tomorrow, we also argue in court. So it is a very much student-driven organization. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention the great supervision that we have. Clinical professors Bob Solomon and Robin Golden are our primary clinical supervisors. We're also assisted and advised by Alex Knopp, former mayor of Norwalk. We also receive great assistance from Paul Weiss, the New York-based law firm who's stepped up and decided to help us pro bono as we try to move this case forward. In thinking about the students that compose the clinic, we come from varied backgrounds. Of course, there are several members of the clinic that are former teachers, but there are also several people, including myself, that have absolutely no background in education, and that diversity of background and perspective truly aids us as we encounter the challenging and complex issues that arise in the course of this litigation. I feel like I should take a moment and talk about why I decided to get involved, and also why most of us have gotten involved, because the motivations do vary. But one thing I've noticed, and each year when the class starts, we have an initial meeting, and during that meeting, because we often add new students, we introduce ourselves and we talk a bit about why we've joined the clinic. And I think the common theme that you find in that discussion is that all of us have had great educational opportunities. We've gone to excellent primary and secondary schools. We currently attend a phenomenal law school. And when we turn and look around Connecticut and see the fact that students in Connecticut are not receiving good educational opportunities, and in many cases are receiving extremely subpar educational opportunities, that is all the motivation we need to put in the effort and the time and the work we do working on this case. And it can be a great deal of work. The intensity level certainly varies, but during the tough times and as we approach deadlines, we work extremely hard. And so one of the big challenges is balancing our clinic work with our other academic responsibilities. But at the end of the day, it is quite a joy, and it serves as a great balance with the theoretical instruction we receive in our academic courses. I feel as if I should also note how unique our clinic is from a precedent perspective. There are indeed other clinics at Yale Law School, and there are legal clinics at law schools around the country, but it is largely unprecedented to bring together a group of students as we have, and to bring a major institutional reform case like CCJEF v. Rail. And since we started this back in 2004, we've been contacted by people across the country, people in other states, neighboring states, states as far away as Mississippi, and they've wanted to better understand what we do as a clinic. And I guess another great source of pride for the Education Adequacy Project is the fact that there is a great chance that our model will be replicated in other states. So in closing, I'd say again, it has been an absolutely great ride. We are an amazing group of students, and we've had the opportunity to gain amazing legal experiences. But there's more work to do. Tomorrow morning, we look forward to a great oral argument, and my fellow students, David Noah and Neil Ware, have been preparing for months and are almost certain to perform admirably. From there, we hope to get a favorable ruling from the Supreme Court in the fall and rapidly proceed to trial. And in all this, our goal is constant. Our goal is to establish that Connecticut school children have a constitutional right to suitable educational opportunities, opportunities that will allow them to become productive members of our society. Thank you.
And there you have it. This is our legal team. This afternoon, or this morning, later on this morning at 11 o'clock, we will have a full press conference that will focus on more general issues relative to the case involving parents of children, mayors that are committee members. We have several communities and organizations involved as we all work to move forward. We are extremely proud of the efforts of Yale Law School and the students behind me and their colleagues. We believe this is the first time that students have been before the Supreme Court in a situation like this, and we're proud to be a part of that team. Thank you very much, and we hope that you follow this case. The only winner can be the children of the state of Connecticut. The real losers, if we don't proceed the way we expect to, would be all of the children in the state of Connecticut. And so it's something to watch. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. And, yeah.